I want to start with the governor's proposal to reduce property taxes for Mitchell-Lama for more than 5%. What's the estimate amount they pay now?
Many of the Mitchell-Lamas in New York City and the rest of the state pay 10% shelter rent as sort of a formula. And so this bill would drop that 10% to 5% automatically in New York City, allow New York City to drop it further should they so choose. And the rest of the state has to opt in to the change.
Okay, sounds good. Part of my problem, because you know I live in a Mitchell-Lama, I advocate often for them, is that we let the property deteriorate for a long period of time. And I know you guys do yearly needs assessment, but what enforcement do you have to make sure that people take care of the issues that you see come forth?
I mean, the Mitchell-Lama stock is privately owned and privately managed, and so we really try to make sure that year over year, as people are working with us and submitting their materials to us, that we are pushing them to do capital needs assessments so that they understand what repairs are needed and what those repairs costs, and then we are happy to work with them on financing to get that work done, but we do need the owners and the housing companies to be doing those capital needs assessments so we actually know what their capital needs really are.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like there's much to the enforcement part. Like you make sure, you tell them what should be done based on the assessment, but there's no guarantee that people will do what you said for them to do.
In the case of the co-ops, they are homeowners. It is their decision what they do in their buildings.
I think part of the problem, though, is that the board has a lot of control about what gets done and what doesn't get done, along with the management company. And so residents may not even know that these problems are occurring, and we should be, why their maintenance may have to increase for these projects. But I'll move along. Is there a list of state-owned property that we can maybe find on the website?
I can ask ESD, who's sort of the holder of all that, as to whether they have anything published. I know they have released a series of RFPs for state-owned land over the course of the last year. I think there's been 5 or 6 that have gone out. I don't know what else they have coming out after that, but we can certainly talk to them about it.
Okay, so ESD may hold that information.
They are the ones who are doing the RFPs for the state-owned land, yeah.
Got it. And then the $25 million for NYCHA, part of City of Yes. We've been putting capital funding into NYCHA since I've gotten elected, and the drawdown is always an issue. Is there anything that's going to enforce the drawdown for this $25 million in capital?
I'm not sure if it will end up going through the channel. Normally, it goes through DASNY, the reimbursement. So I guess we'll see how the process goes and if this follows that same process or not.
I don't like the process, but okay. $8.8 million for the Blue Buffers voluntary buyout program. Never heard of it before. Good to see it. However, what percentage of this is actually spent down? How many homes are impacted?
So we have just begun to do outreach to communities that want to participate, and it's a complicated thing, obviously, to have your home, if you're in a sort of repeated flood area, to have your home bought out, and both for the municipality and for the community. So we've just begun to do outreach. We've engaged an organization who's going to go around the state to talk to impacted communities about this.
Thank you.
Yep.